Good morning, children.
Good morning, sir.
Very good morning, sit down.
Thank you, sir.
So, can anyone recall and tell me what did we discuss yesterday? Yes, what was our yesterday topic? Yes, louder.
Terminating decimal, recurring decimal, non-recurring, non-terminating decimal.
Very good. Sit down. So, we have converted two types of decimals: terminating decimal and non-terminating but recurring decimals. And we have concluded that the non-terminating, non-recurring decimals cannot be converted into rational form. Those are what kind of numbers? Those are not rational, means those are
Not
very good. They are irrational numbers. Okay. So today, after all, we have discussed all the kinds of decimals, rational numbers, how to represent them. We have come up to last exercise to prove some of the problems on these rational numbers. Quickly open your textbooks and look at the exercise 1.3, third problem. Third problem. Okay, let me note down the problem. You need to find out x plus y divided by x minus y for x equals to 5 by 2, y equals to
minus 3 by 4.
minus 3 by 4. You need to find out this. That means you need to simply substitute, simply put on the number given of x and y in this expression. Okay, it is simple. Just substitute x in the place of 5 by 2. 5 by 2 plus minus 3 by 4. This is what x plus y. Okay. Divided by x 5 by 2 minus, in the place of y, minus 3 by 4. Does anyone have the confusion of this? I didn't do anything. I just put on this value. I just substituted this x and y given in the problem in the given for the given expression. Okay. So what happens? Simplify it more. 5 by 2 remains as it is. Plus into minus. Very good. Minus 3 by 4 divided by 5 by 2 as it is. Minus into minus.
Yes.
Very good. Plus 3 by 4. Are you all clear till this step? Okay. Let me simplify it more. 5 by 2 minus 3 by 4. First of all, whenever you are doing subtraction or addition, what do you need to find out? LCM. If both are like fractions, that means if both are having same denominator, you do not need to find out any LCM, as those both are unlike fractions having different denominators. You need to find out LCM. What is the LCM of 2 and 4? 4. I'll tell you. LCM tricks. There are 3 tricks for LCM. Okay. If both do not have common factors, if both do not go in same table, just like 6 and 3 are there, both goes in 3 table, then you need to find LCM. But both do not go in any table, then you can directly multiply. Okay. Second time, if bigger one goes in the smaller one's table, just like I have given the example, bigger one goes in the smaller one's table. Bigger one goes in the smaller one's table. 6 goes in 3 table, 3 goes in 3 table. Directly you can put the LCM as 6. Take this trick. It will help you very It has helped you in solving the problems faster. Another thing, those are two numbers, they do not go in each other, but they have common factors. Then you need to do the actual LCM.
Yes, sir.
Okay, 12. Likewise, you need to categorize. Soon after looking at the denominator, 4 goes in 2 table. Without looking, you can put the 4 as LCM.
Yes, sir.
Okay, clear?
Yes, sir.
Clear? Okay, so the LCM of 2 and 4 is 4. Very good. So how many times 4 goes in 2?
2 times.
2 into 5.
10.
Very good. Minus 4. How many times 4 goes in 4? 1 into 3.
3.
3. Very good. Similar thing you are doing here. What is the LCM of 2 and 4? Very good. How many times 4 goes in 2? 2 into 5.
10.
Plus
3.
1 into 3?
3.
3. Very good. So that equals to 7 by 4 divided by how much? 13 by 4. I told you what to do while dividing two rational numbers, two fractions. What we need to do? 7 by 4. Transform this into multiplication symbol and write the reciprocal. Very good. Reciprocal of the second fraction, second rational number. That is very good. So before actual multiplication of fractions or rational numbers, try to cancel the numerators and denominators if they are possible to. Understood? That makes your calculations more easier. 4 goes in 4 table, 4 goes in 4 table one time.
Yes, sir.
Is there any possibility of 7 in the
sir.
No. So you are left with no option with only with multiplication directly. 7 into 1.
7.
7 by
13.
13. Very good. So the x plus y divided by x minus y for x equals to 5 by 2 and y equals to minus 3 by 4 is 7 by 13. You can write that or you can leave it as it is also. Is 7 by 13 for x equals to y equals to minus 3 by 4. If you follow this process, none of the teachers in this world cannot cut your marks, cannot cut your 0.5 marks also. Okay? Likewise you follow. Try to write it faster. Copy down, copy down. So in that very problem, in that third problem itself, x and y are given differently in the second. X equals to 1 by 4, y equals to 3 by 2. That you need to do as homework. Can I rub the board? Quicker, quicker. Whoever has completed noting down, you can look at the fourth problem. So we are moving on to fourth problem. Let me rub this side. Okay. Okay. Let us look into the fourth problem. Yes, yourself. Can you read it for me? Fourth problem louder. Slowly.
Divide the sum of minus 13 by 5 and 12 by 7 by the product of minus 13 by 7 and minus 1 by 2.
Sit down. Children, if you look at this exercise, all the problems, majority of the problems are word problems. You cannot directly put plus and do that. You need to understand it properly. If you understand it, then directly you would be doing like 2 by 3 plus 4 by 2. This seems easier. But in the word problem also, if you understand, you can convert that words into this way. Then you can easily proceed with the basic knowledge. Understood? So first of all, you need to understand the problem very clearly. Okay. So divide the sum of minus 13 by 5 and 12 by 7 by the product of minus 13 by 7 and minus 1 by 2. So it is asked to divide between a sum and a product. Okay, division is going between a sum and a product. What is the sum between? Again, what is the sum between? Yes, between what and what? Minus 13 by 5, 12 by 7. Okay, what is the product between?
Minus 13 by 7 and 1 by 2 minus 1 by 2.
After all transforming the actual sentence into this form, you can directly proceed. Okay. If you do not understand, you cannot bring the problem into this way. Understand it properly. Division. You just ask it to yourself. What is the division going in between? Between a sum and a product. In that sum, what is the sum going between? This and this. What is the product going between? Minus 13 by 7 and minus 1 by 2. Sorry, it is product. Okay, minus 13 by 7 and minus 1 by 2. Okay, if you analyze the problem, if you break down the problem into parts, you will easily understand. After all, converting the problem into this way, you can easily proceed. Okay, let me go to the next step. Minus 13 by 5 plus 12 by 7. What is the LCM of this?
7
35. Yes, directly. The 5 and 7 are having no common factors except 1.
Yes,
So,
sir.
we can directly multiply them.
35.
35. So, how many times 35 goes in 5?
7
7
times.
times. 7 into minus 13. 7 into minus 13. 7 into minus 13. 7 into minus 13 is minus 91. You need to be quick with these. Okay, how many times 35 goes in 7?
5 times.
5 times. 5 into 12.
60.
Very good. 60. We are done with this bracket. Okay. Do not open the bracket until the bracket is just a simple normal rational number.
Okay, sir.
It is not at a simple rational number. You need to simplify it more. So, when do you need to open the bracket? When it is a simple rational number. Till then, keep the brackets as it is. Okay? Similar to that, minus 13 by 7 into minus 1 by 2. Multiplication, it is the easiest operation which you can do. Minus 13 into minus 1. Minus into minus. 13 into 1. Very good. 7 into 2. Very good. This is a simple fraction. This is a simple natural number, but not this. Simplify it more. Minus 91 plus 60. How much? What is the bigger sign among them? Sign. Negative sign. Minus symbol. Find the difference. Find the difference. It is 31. Okay, 35 divided by 13 by 14. Simpler way. So what do you need to do? Minus 31 by 35 into, very good, reciprocal of it. How much? 14 by 13. Take a deep breath and see whether any common factors are going in between them. Between this and this? Between this and this? No. Between this and this? Between this and this? So there are no common factors at all. We can directly multiply 31 into 14. Do it. 434 minus 35 into 13. Faster. Very good. 455. So this is the answer. You have divided this sum with this product, and the sum is going on between minus 13 by 5 and 12 by 7. And the product is going on between minus 13 by 7 and minus 1 by 2. Clear? Now down it faster. Faster. We are yet to discuss many problems. Completed?
Yes, sir.
All of you completed?
No, sir.
Okay. Read the fifth problem by that time. Try to represent that as that expression or as that equation. Okay. The cleverness of you, the intelligence of you lies when you convert the when you convert that program into expression or an equation. Everyone can do the normal things. Normal addition, normal subtraction, everyone can do. Whoever converts the actual word problem into sum, those people are intelligent, in my view. Yes? Louder? Yes. Well, I'll ask a question, you say it louder. Okay, are we done with this?
Yes, sir.
Get rid of this. Look at the fifth problem. Yes, yourself. Read it for me. Fifth problem. Fifth problem. Louder. Towards the class.
If 2 by 5 of a number expands 1 by 7 of the same number by 36, find the number.
Very good. Sit down. So, if 2 by 5 of a number, we don't know what number it is. Okay. 2 by 5 of a number. Of means, directly remember, it is product. It is multiplication. Okay. So, 2 by 5 of a number exceeds more than, okay, exceeds 1 by 5 or 1 by 7 of the same number by 36. How much it exceeds? How much it is more than 36? Read the problem once again if you are confused. 2 by 5 of a number is exceeding by 36, to 1 by 7 of a number. Okay. Let that number be x. What is the problem number? Fifth, right? Let that number be x. So, put this given sentence in an equation form. I've already told you, whoever turns the word problem into equation or expression form, those are the clever people. Who will help me? If you are helping me to the halfway also, I'm very happy. Yes, Murali, you are ready with the answer.
You must minus 2 by 5.
Louder, louder.
You must subtract 2 by 5 from 1 by 7.
We must subtract 2 by 5 from 1 by 7. That means 1 by 7 is the first one. Yes, you are saying. Yes, very good. You are half the way correct, but let us represent. Is that all? No predictions? Okay. Let me convert that statement into some problem. 2 by 5 of a number. Let that number be x. We have already assumed. 2 by 5 of a number. 2 by 5 into x. That is 2 by 5x. Okay? 2 by 5 of this number and 1 by 7 of the same number. Okay? You are clear with this?
Yes, sir.
2 by 5 of a number and 1 by 7 of a number. Of. As there is of, we are multiplying. This exceeds 1 by 7 of the number by 36. That means, so let me tell you this. 10 exceeds 6 by 4. Okay. So if you put 4 here, then only you can put the equal to sign. Understood? Here, just like that, this quantity exceeds this quantity by 36. That means if you put 36, then you can put a equal to sign between them. You are clear with this? Right here. That is way of turning the word problem into number, algebraic form or numeric form. If you done this, then you are done with the problem. So what do you need to find out? The number you need to find out. That x you need to find out. To solve x, in your previous classes, in your 7th class and all, you might have learned. Bring all the x's to one side.
Alphabets on side.
Very good, very good. Alphabets to one side. Constants, the numbers which are there to another side. Bring the x alphabet term to left side. 2 by 5 of x minus 1 by 7 of x equals to 36. Remains right hand side only. Okay. 2 by 5 of x, let me write this more simpler. 2x by 5 minus 1 into x by 7 equals to 36. You need to find the LCM. 5, 7. LCM is?
35.
Louder. 35. 35. How many times 5 goes in 35?
7 times.
5 goes in 5. 7 times. 7 into 2x.
14.
Very good. 7 into 2x is 14x. Minus, how many times 35 goes in 7?
5 times.
5 into x.
5x.
5x. Very good. Okay. minus 5x. 10 apples minus 5 apples. How many apples? 10 apples minus 6 apples. Very good. Similar to that, 14x minus 5x. 9x. 9x. Okay. Divided by 35 equals to 36. So, you want actual x. You do not want 9x or you do not want x by 35. Push this all entities towards right side one by one. If you push that entirely also no problem. Push that one by one. Push 35 to right side. Then you remain with 9x. 36 into 35. I suggest not to multiply. I'll tell you how. I'll tell you why. So, you are remained with 9x. You want x1. So, x equals to 9 is doing multiplication. On going to right side, what does it do?
Division.
Very good. 36 into 35. Divided by 9. Clear? Now look at the cancellation of the numbers. Is 36 goes in 9 table? How many times?
4 times.
Very good. 9 ones,
9
9 fours. X equals to 4 into 35. 140 by, that's all. 140. X equals to 140. So, look at the problem once again. 2 by 5 of 140 exceeds 1 by 7 of 140 by 36. That means if you put that 140 in this place, the equation stays as it is. Both sides the equal to remains as it is. If you want to check, you can check. The process of rechecking is called verification. Okay, that's all with that. Quickly note down. Yes, this is carrying. Be noting down simultaneously.
Completed, sir.
Let me rub the left hand side. Not it. Oh my God. Stay there. Either you need to note down and understand simultaneously, or understand and note down very quickly. Understanding in a slow way, noting down in a slow way is not acceptable. Completed?
Yes, sir.
Let me rub the left hand side. Look at the seventh problem. Look at the seventh problem. Read it once. No. Read it to yourself. The sixth problem is homework already given. Even the seventh problem, but I'll give a hint how to solve the seventh problem. You are almost correct. I'll tell you how. So, okay, let me discuss the problem. Suppose you have 10 apples, and the cost of 10 apples is 60 rupees. You want to find out 7 apples cost. Okay, you want to find out how much is the cost of 7 apples. I'll tell you this trick. It works out in many ways. In many problems, this works out. You need to write apples under apples, rupees under rupees. You want to find out this question mark. Right? So, this will help you in the competitive exams too. Listen carefully. So, this question mark you want to find out. This question mark, that means the cost of these 7 apples equals to, you need to cross. And on the numerator you need to do the 2 terms which are available. 7 into 16. In the denominator you directly write the remaining term and find out. 7 6 are 42 rupees. So 42 rupees is the cost. Looking at 10, 7, 60, you may find out the sum. But sometimes the problem will deal with bigger numbers with 1 lakh, 1 crore, 700,000. Okay, those kind of problems will come. At that time also, if you follow this procedure, you will easily find out. Similarly, look at here. Here is the 7th problem. The cost of 7 2 by 3 meters. Very important. Meters is how much?
12 by 3 by 4.
12 3 by 4 rupees. It is asked to find out cost per meter. Per meter means how many meters? 1 meter. It is asked to find out 1 meter's cost. What you need to do? Cross multiplication. The 1 meter's cost is equals to 1 into 12 3 by 4 divided by 7 2 by 3. If you calculate, then you are done with the answer. Why he has given this problem in this way is he is assuming that you already know how to do the cross multiplication and deal with that cross multiplication with rational numbers, with fractions or rational numbers you can say. Understood? That is why he has given the problem. I hope you do it in the homework. Look at the 11th problem. We are quite familiar with these kind of problems. 11th problem. Can anyone stand and read it for me? Yes, I get you to stand already.
Sir.
Yeah, you are ready? Fine.
When the repeating decimal 0.3636
Let her read.
0.363636 as shown is written in a simplest fraction form. P by Q, find the sum P plus Q.
Very good. Sit down. So here he has given a repeating decimal. What is that repeating decimal?
0.3636 and so on.
So on. Very good. This is the repeating decimal he has given. It is asked to write this in simplest P by Q form. It is not asked only to write P by Q form. Even after writing, you need to cancel. There is any possibility. It is simplest P by Q form and ask it to find out the P and Q. Okay, you need to add those P and Q. That is the problem. Okay, we already learned how to convert these repeating decimals into P by Q form. Let us do that once more. So, this is nothing but 0.36 bar, right?
Yes, sir.
So, take this as x. That is x equals to 0.3636 so on. Consider this as equation 1. What is the period here? Who will tell me? No answers.
Sir.
Period. Yes, Murali, very good. 3, 6 or 36 you can tell. Very good. Periodicity.
Sir.
Very good, very good. Yes, yourself, I give you a chance. Loud. 2. Periodicity is 2 because there are 2 repeating decimals. Sit down. Okay. With what do you need to multiply?
100.
Yes, given the answer directly. 100. Multiply 100 on both sides of equation 1. on both sides of equation 1. That is 100 into x equals to 100 into 0.3636 so on. Let us write this in a simpler way. 100x equals to 100 into 36. On multiplication with 100, does it move right side or left side? Right side, very good. On multiplying with hundreds, tens, etc., the decimal moves very good. So let's move right side to two places as there are two zeros. Okay. 0, 36, 0.36, 36, etc. You can keep this 0 as it is. You can wipe that off also. As like I've said, 007 is called 7 only. Okay. So this is equation 2. Subtract 1 from 2. Subtract 1 from 2. That means 2 minus 1. Equation 2 is 100x 36.36 so on. Equation 1 x equals to how much? 0.3636 so on. Always subtract from right side. 36, 36, 36, 36, 36. All these 36 will cancel and you will remain with 0. Okay. So 36 minus 0. That is 100x minus 9x. Except 99x. Very good. So you are remain with 99x equals to 36. X equals to 36 divided by 99 as 99 is doing multiplication to the x. Okay. Cancel it. It is already asked in the textbook that simplest fraction is acceptable, not the direct fraction which we get. Okay. Which table?
3 12s
Very good. 3 12s are 3
3
33s are. Is there any further simplification can go? 12 and 3?
Yes, sir.
Which table?
3 11s.
Again 3 table. 3 4s are 3 11s are. You cannot simplify it further as 4 and 11 has no common factors except 1. So x equals to 4 by 11 which is equals to p by q. So what will be the p plus q? What will be the p plus q?
50.
Look at p equals to 4, q equals to 11. P plus q is
50.
4 plus 11 equals to 50. We are done with the exercise. We have solved certain problems involving the rational numbers. And some are the homeworks for you. Thank you children. We will continue the
Thank you, sir.
new chapter from next class.
Yes, sir.
Okay.